Let's start with the front of the camera. Here you can see there's three windows. This first window is gonna be your window to compose. It's basically a window that frames more or less what you're gonna capture with the lens, the same kind of field of view. Now, these other two are the rangefinder that have in the backside a window. What happened with these two is that they are magnified. So you are not gonna be able to really compose with these two, only focus, but it's gonna help you to focus. That's why you need to go through two steps, okay? Okay, other things that we can see from the left, here you have a very ingenious strap that unfolds this way and then collapses this way and is very, very, very small. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit my hand very well. So if I want to shoot, it's difficult for me to hold it within the strap. To carry is okay. And the leather still seems in good condition. So in my case, it's something you can use. Okay, this is the front door because this is a foldable camera. You can fold the camera. And on the door, you have this thing that protrudes, and it's gonna help you to put the camera in vertical mode and stepping here and here, the camera will be level on a table on something flat. You can use this to like keep your camera that way open, or you can use it to take pictures because the camera has a self timer, so you can combine that and put it on a table or something that is flat and then go and use the timer to take a photo of yourself or something similar to that. This is a screw for mounting the tripod. It's worth mentioning, have two, one here in the bottom and one here, I can show you. And now both of them have this small part inside that is actually an adapter that if your camera doesn't have it, you have to buy it separately. It's cheap. It's like 300 yen or something like that, like $1-2. Was very cheap. And what this does is the screw was bigger. It seems that is from an old type of tripod mount and will not fit in your modern tripod. So you need these adapters to fit in the tripod. But if you see this, it goes out, this one too. So basically, for what I understand, when you use the tripod, this is gonna screw in, so the camera, the base of the camera should touch here and make pressure, so this is not gonna rotate. But the problem with this one is even if you go to the end of the screw in most of the tripod pieces that I have, different tripods, this will still not touch in the camera. So although it's whole, so it's not gonna fall down, it's gonna rotate. So it's not very steady. I'm pretty sure there must be an adapters that is gonna give your tripod mount like a little bit high here, so it's gonna really fit. But you have to keep that in consideration. And what I'm saying that is because I think this is a camera that is very suitable for night photography. So using the tripod can be something that you wanna do. Also, look here. You're gonna see like the shutter release, the shutter button, but is hidden when the camera is closed. So how you open the camera? The camera opens here with this small button. So when you open, you see already the button were out, and you're carefully gonna bring your camera out. Okay. Now you can see this yellow filter that is attached here. I see many cameras that doesn't have it. I think probably this was removed in other cameras in some moment, but this one preserved the yellow filter, which is nice. The only thing, don't forget to remove it to shoot color pictures, otherwise they're gonna be yellow, I guess. And Then what you have to notice, I'm gonna put it this way. So now you can see the bellows. You have to check your bellows to see if they don't have holes, or trash your shop, which I did. These are in good conditions. I understand they are the original ones. So this is your lens, okay? And the lens, I would say, is divided in two main parts, where the glass is and where the shutter is. That is this crown around here, okay? You're gonna see is written here, have the information in the lens here. So let's read it here. So it says is the serial number of the lens, Voigtlander, Brown, Germany name, and it says here Scopar here. Okay, so this is the Scopar model. Okay, and this is important because there is three models. The lens is 105 centimeters. Okay, so this is a Scopar model. There were three different models made. Okay, and there's some people prefer one or the other. That's you're gonna have to decide by yourself. I only shoot this one, so I cannot give you like a comparison of the three versions, but this is pretty good. The shutter, in my case, works pretty well. It goes all the way from T and B, ball and time, and then it goes from 1 second all the way to 400, which is pretty good for a camera that is probably from 1936 or something like that. So obviously to cut the shutter, you're gonna be here, shoot here, and then you press your button here. Keep in mind that usually you're gonna shoot the camera with the left hand, because this is gonna be your left hand here. Okay, now you know from other cameras that especially the slow speed can be a little bit sticky, so be careful with that when you're purchasing the camera. This works super fine. And then other thing, and this is good to know because I didn't figure out this at the beginning, you cannot cock the shutter when you're in ball mode. So you're gonna have to introduce here a cable release, and you're gonna press the cable release, and it's gonna open and it's gonna close without using the shutter. So that's something you have to know, because I mean, you nowadays you don't want to waste film. So if you are not sure if you did the correct thing or not, that's the correct thing to do. Even you didn't cock the shutter because you can, you're still taking the picture. Okay, so that's how it works. It took me a little bit, so I want to share that information with you because at the beginning make me nervous. Okay, then there is two ways to see the speed. It also says here. And then in the other kind of ring, you have this lever that goes from 3.5 all the way to 22. Okay, and this is the self timer. And the self timer, you will press this down, and you will. Sorry, I'm in bold mode. So let's go to other speed, and you're gonna go up this way. Okay, if you go all the way up in this particular model, you're gonna press the shutter here. And now it's stuck there. Why? Because I'm not an expert in lenses, but what I understand is that usually the things that you use the less are the ones that get sticky the most. That's why usually this speed, like 1 second, 2 seconds, they get way more sticky than the ones that you're in 200, 150, because I think is the ones that we mostly use. That's my feeling, but I don't know what is the technical reason. What I know is this is sticky, and I think the reason is that usually no one uses the self timer, so this probably been unused for long time, and that's why it doesn't work properly. It's a little bit sticky. Keep that in mind. I mean, and I don't know what kind of photography you will need a self timer, but if you need it, keep that in mind. Okay. These are the bellows. These are the mechanism that is connecting the shutter here, and also I'm gonna show you now. This is the focus mechanism that extend and reduce the distance from the lens to the film. Okay, I will go to the knob later, and keep in mind that you can close the camera and keep pre-focusing the camera. Okay, so basically these are the parts of the front. Now to close it, and this is interesting too, is not here. You're not gonna close in the same button that you use for opening. You're gonna go here, and you're gonna have this button, and you're gonna press it. And when you press, you will notice that you can actually fold the camera, and you see this amazing mechanism that is folding and churning the lens in an amazing way. Okay, and that's how you fold the camera. Okay. Now let's go to the back of the camera. Okay, so this is the back. In the front we saw the window for framing. This is your window for framing from the back. You're gonna look from here, and you saw two windows for having the rangefinder. Is gonna be this lens. This is the one that is magnified. Okay, now then you have these two windows, and these two windows is because this camera, the way to count the frames is gonna be advancing the film like so here, and the paper will show in these windows when they are open, and when you see one here, you know you're in photo number 1 for 6x9. This is a camera that can shoot 6x9 or 6 by 4.5, I think it is the measure. Okay, and that's why you have this adapter or this kind of mask to be able to shoot. I'm not using it, and for what I understand, most of the people don't have this one. And the reason is because if you don't use it, you're gonna put it away, and you may be lost through the years. So I already put it away in a safe place too, because I usually don't use it. Okay, but I want to show you a little bit how it works. So to open these windows, I usually use a coin. Open and close. Okay, now I'm gonna turn here so you can see something. My camera, the only thing that is broken or it doesn't work is that you cannot see it, but they have a mechanism to block this second window when you're shooting 6x9. So this will be blocked because you want to introduce the less light possible inside, because you can have light leak. So this one that you don't need it when you shoot 6x9 will be closed and will open when you actually introduce this mask with these two knobs here. Will tell the camera to open this one. Amazing mechanism, but actually it doesn't really work so well in this case. And I didn't care, because I'm not gonna shoot 6.45, and is basically almost closed, so it doesn't affect me so much. Okay, so yeah, open and close this way. Okay, I will show you now inside. So let's put it this way here. Let's go again up. Or let's finish here, because I want to tell you something later. Let's go down. Here you have the other tripod mount. This is the one that you're gonna use if you're gonna shoot landscape oriented. Okay, and this is your lever to advance, and this is the button to open the front. Okay, as we saw before. If we go here, let's see if we can focus here. Nice. You see the strap, and under the strap, and you can see there's an arrow going up here. You have this button. So if you press this button up, you pull it up like so. It's a little bit hidden here. It will allow you to open the camera. Okay, now let's focus again, and let's see what we have here. Now here you can see the two windows that are closed, and this doesn't close properly. This is the one for 4x5. Okay, here you're gonna introduce your film, and you're gonna put this down. You're gonna help to keep the pressure, and here you're gonna put your spool, empty spool, and the film is gonna go from here to here. You can see the blades in the lens. The lens is pretty good. You can see here small pieces of maybe repaint or putting some product to patch something. I think they probably have some light leaks there, and they were covering some moment. So this is the way you advance the film. That is gonna go this way. I'm gonna show you the numbers there. You have this use Voigtlander film only, that I think is amazing. No Voigtlander anymore. Voigtlander film, I mean. And yeah, this is the pressure plate. I don't think this camera can take 220, because if you know anything about 220, there is not paper back through the whole film, so you could not see which is the frame, and you will actually fog the film too. So I think this camera can logically not use 220. So let's mount this here, and there is a position, I never know it's this way or this way, and you're gonna introduce this one here. I think it is the spot here, and you're gonna bend it a little bit. Don't worry to bend it, it's supposed to be flexible, and you're gonna introduce here. But I think that was the not correct position, so you try the other way around till you find which way is the correct one. It will fit nicely. Or maybe this is not the correct one, so you're gonna go around to see which one. Okay, maybe is this one. No, I did it before, no problem, so I don't know where is the issue. Okay, let's try one last time here. Okay, wait, this is not coming in. I think I think the bellows have pinched here a little bit. Okay, that was the thing. Okay, and then you go here and try not to pinch the bellows too. There you go, and now you fit here. So there you have these two marks here. They're gonna help the door to keep it open. Now you are gonna, supposedly when you open this one, this is supposed to open too. Okay, but this doesn't work. Okay, now how there's one more step, because if you notice, the frame will be this way. So basically you will take a photo in portrait mode if you're like this, and you will take a landscape mode if you put the camera this way. Okay, it will be opposite. To compensate with that, you're gonna have here this button that is gonna mask your viewfinder to give you the correct aspect ratio. Okay, there. And that's how you're gonna be able to frame if you're shooting the 4x5, the 6x4x5 system. Okay, one thing that also be careful is, like, if you close the door with this down, it's gonna be like this going down, so you need to be sure. So let's open this again. Let's take the mask away. You see what I'm saying, that is this format instead of this format. Okay, so you want to be sure to put this inside, okay, this way, before you close the door, so it closes properly. Okay, this have to be inside here, and then you push here and it's locked, and now it's okay, it doesn't fall down. Okay, that's the way you mount it. Okay, so finally let's go up. As I say, we're gonna finish here. So first let's focus in this knob. So as you see, you can pre-focus, and the mechanism is still working, although the camera is fold, which is amazing. I don't know how this technology works actually. Mine is in feet, from 3.5, like 1.5 meters, something like that, to infinity. And you have the hyperfocal marks for the different F numbers. Okay. Now, last thing I want to mention, and it's difficult to see, but I want to show you. Let me see if I can focus a little closer. You will notice here in this corner, the leather have a different texture. Actually, it have lost here the texture. This gives me the impression that this camera is being readjust the focusing, because this is the way you will take up this piece of leather, and we'll find here a screw, and this is the beginning of the process to be able to remove the cover, this black cover here, and be able to find small screws that will help you to adjust or calibrate your rangefinder. You know, like a rangefinder that is coupled with the lens can get out of synchronized, and you need to correct that, and usually there is some screws in some place of the rangefinder that will allow you to do that. So the fact that you see this, I don't think that's anything negative. I will not find it a negative point to actually buy the camera. It just means that someone have readjust the the rangefinder, which itself it doesn't mean anything negative, especially in a camera that is this old. Maybe they even open this in some moment to clean inside or whatever, because it's a very well preserved camera with all the original pieces. So this is basically all I can tell you about the Voigtlander bessa RF. It's a beautiful camera. As far as I know, they were all black. So if you have any question, as many of you have done in other videos, please leave me a comment. If I can answer, I will love to answer any questions that I can answer. And also, please subscribe and like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you're interested in this kind of videos. It helps me to keep me motivated to make more videos. Expected another video where I'm gonna talk about the impressions of this camera, because what is the things that I don't like, what are the things that I really like is worth the camera, in my opinion. So that's a different subject. I never like to include in the same video an opinion about the functionality of the camera and the actual functionality of the camera. Today was just the actual functionality, so you get the idea if you just interested in know how the camera works. That's why I make these videos. I also have some photos taken with this camera already in my Instagram account. And also, maybe I even gonna make a video, but I think I have it in Instagram. I compare, because this is a 105mm lens, isn't it? So I have a Pentax 6.7 with the famous 105mm lens, and I took the same photo with the same film with both cameras to compare, which is a weird comparison, but because the lens have the same focal length, I decided to do that experiment. So probably I'm gonna make a video about that, but you can find the two photos to compare in my Instagram account. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned for next video, and yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.